everybody, welcome back to my channel. Amy here with Organized Hobbit. Today's video is going to be showing you guys kind of my first view into the bullet planner from Scribbles That Matter. I've already looked at it, gone into it a little bit just because the box came a little bit damaged, so I wanted to make sure that everything inside was okay, and I started looking at it. I'm going to preface this by saying I don't like this planner. I wanted to like it a lot. When I looked at the photos, I thought it looked really awesome and everything, but there's so many things about this planner that I really don't think were planned out smartly, and I don't think that they were something that needed to be done that way, just because I understand it's supposed to be a hybrid kind of thing between a bullet journal and a planner. I get that, I do, but a lot of it just kind of feels like they did it to match the size of the bullet journal, which is an A5, and then just threw dots around the stuff. But anyway, I will get into that in a minute. Please don't let it discourage you. I just want to pre-warn you that there is a lot of things about this planner I am going to openly admit I don't like. Things that, yes, some of it I can live with, some of it I do actually really like, but this is my opinion. Please feel free to have your own. And if you have any suggestions about the things that I comment on how to work around them to use the planner, please let me know as well, because I don't want to down on any company or down on the planner as a whole. There is a lot of good qualities to it. I just think it was kind of something that was rushed to get put out just because of the fact that the year starting and everything. It came out like a month after the year already began, so I don't know if that put a rush on getting it done. But anyway, doesn't matter. Let's get to it. So first thing I will note is the binding is a little bit differently done. It has the two sort of panels on the front and back, and then a singular binding in the middle, which you can see kind of ends there and wraps around the paper. One thing I love that they did do was add the pen holder, that's the word, up on the side of the book instead of the front on the front here. I really like that, and it's nice and squishy, so your pen will go in there, and I don't fear for damaging this too much. I've kind of run my fingernails across it to see if I can scratch it, and it seems to be holding up very well. So as with the original bullet journal, it definitely has a high quality cover, which I appreciate, and it is the two-toned sort of system that they've come to be known of, as well as it does come with 3 bands: turquoise, yellow, and black. The black didn't slide out so easily, so there we are. Black. Very pretty. I like the fact that they have 3 options in there, so you can have your month, your weekly, your daily, which is really exciting. Inside you have the beautiful black cardstock. I really like this. I think it looks super nice and professional. I really enjoy that quality to the notebook. The main page here is your cover page. The first thing that I noticed says that the dots are darker than the original planner. I'm not sure how well it's going to pick up on screen, but I did want to show you. The original one is a lot more gray, and the new one seems to be a little bit of a black, so it's definitely a bit of a difference. I prefer gray myself. The black is definitely not a deal breaker, especially since the dots seem to be a little bit smaller. I'm not sure if they are, or if it just looks more pointed, I guess. But so you have Scribbles Matter bullet planner. The following scribbles belong to: date journal started, date journal ended. Then you have your key code and your year at a glance. This was one of the first issues I had with this, was the fact that the writing wasn't the same throughout the planner. One of the things that they talk about on the back of their binder is about consistencies, and yes, in terms of the writing that's here is consistent, this isn't, and I don't know if that was just a choice based on the fact that this was the original design. I would have preferred if they did one or the other, in my opinion. Again, my opinion. So then you get your 2018 and 2019, and then this is where I was kind of talking about where I think that it just wasn't done well, because I don't know if you can tell, but behind the 2019, so this year at a glance, there's no dots, and then the dots just kind of go around the whole thing, kind of like a frame. And I would have much rather like had like a broken up space that said notes or something like that. So it just looks awkward to me. It kind of looks like, you know, they took this big size planner but stuck an A5 sheet onto it. And to me, I don't like that. I understand the whole doodling and doing that other stuff all around. I get it. I do. I just personally don't like it. And then you get to your Annual progress tracker. I really like the concept of having a progress tracker in the planner. Again, it starts from your week, so you go from the beginning of the year to the end of the year. And then again, it's got that same frame because it even has the dots here, but not underneath there. So again, it just looks like it's kind of pasted on. So, but you got some creative space, so that way you can start planning things out for the year or whatever you want, which I really appreciate. And then we have our monthly overview. So you have your month up here, your overview of everything on the dates, a tracker, goals to accomplish, this month's tasks, end of month review. This, I think, was a little bit of a smarter page. I absolutely love this monthly overview. I love the vertical month because you can schedule on one side, events on the other. I think that's absolutely genius. Love it. This page is probably my favorite out of the entire notebook. So, very excited about that. And you've got tons of those. So let's just keep flipping. And then you go into your weekly overview. And again, it's just the clear space on the back and then the framed dots around what you are looking at. It has it kind of shifted into the corner of the page, which again, like, it's pretty similar to what you would find in an A5 size formatting, and then added space around, which to me it's not necessary. I would have much preferred it to be a full space and then maybe a sidebar, but I'm not the one creating this. So you have your hours here, so you can mark your hours of what you're doing, so what you're working and everything, and then you have some room for notes, which is nice. And this was the kind of big second beef I had with this. You have a Saturday, Sunday here, but on your daily pages, it literally just goes Monday to Friday and then a blank spot. So every single week, you're going to have to write in weekend or Saturday, or weekend here and then a quote here, which really annoys me because it doesn't allow consistency. They're marking here to have a full week based on how they're planning it, and then it just stops here. And I don't know if that was just their choice, if that's what the public wanted. I don't know. But speaking as someone who does a lot of her work on the weekend, it's just really annoying to me. Personally, I just really don't like it. But it's not a big deal. I can, like with anything, you can work around it, you can figure it out. So we'll see how that goes. Lots and lots of weeks here for you to go off of. Like, there's tons of space to work in this planner. I think it would be a really good teacher planner just based on how it's formatted Monday to Friday, and then other stuff can come in here. As someone who's just daily planning for myself, not such a huge draw to me. So after all the daily pages and the weekly pages, you go into your extra planning space, which is more of those just plain dot grid background pages, so you can just fill up as you wish, which is really exciting. Lots of room there, which I do enjoy. You have your password tracker, which is really nice. I love the space that they have for this. This is my second favorite page. And then you have mindfulness. So this is just kind of, I'm guessing just kind of like an inspiration type page. I'm not 100% sure what you would want to use this for. So basically it just says mindfulness. Flip through this planner from the first page to the last to see all the scribbles, a mirror to your past. What have you learned? How have you grown? Reflect and ponder when you are alone. So I think it's just meant to kind of look over and to see the planner its entirety afterwards, and maybe it's just kind of like a year in review type of thing. And then the standard pen test page, which I really like. I love when planners come with this. So again, it has the classic writing on these two pages, whereas on the new ones it has a little bit more of a clean cut writing. So just to show you that. And then a very, very nice large pocket in the back to put all of your goodies. So that is basically the flip through. Like I said, there was a lot of things about this planner I really don't like. There are some things about this planner that I think were really smartly done, but as a whole I wasn't really overly impressed with this. So keep that in mind, and just, if you're looking at buying this, do it for yourself. If you think you'll like it, if you think you'll use it, purchase it. I will find a use for it. I may give it away as a giveaway. I don't know yet. I'll figure that out when I get to that point, but I really wanted to try it out to see what it looked like when it was still on sale. So, but anyway, thank you for watching. If you have any suggestions or anything that or any other questions about it, please feel free to ask me. Leave it down below. The one thing that I did forget to mention, I think, that I want to mention, it is undated, so big plus there. So if you don't want to start it right away, not a big deal. But yeah, so thank you as always for watching. Really appreciate you guys supporting my channel, and I will see you around for the next video. Bye guys!